So we are discussing electric field produced by continuous charge distribution. Okay. Now we will discuss. Question is obtain electric field produced by volume charge distribution. Okay. Means suppose this is one type of volume. Okay, we can show like this. Actually, we can try to show like this. It is full of charges. Then it is called volume charge distribution. Again, it may be distribution may be regular and irregular. In other words, uniform and non-uniform. Okay. So this is the figure. Okay. This is the volume inside which there is a continuous distribution of electric charge. Now we have to consider small volume elements. Okay, having volume delta. And we have to find out electric field at a point P. The point P has position vector capital R with respect to reference point O. And this small volume element has position vector small r with respect to O. And distance from this volume element to P is R dash. In other words, this vector is vector R dash. And unit vector in this direction will be R dash cap. Okay. So this is the figure, continuous charge distribution on volume. Okay, you can keep shading like this to express that this is three-dimensional figure having some width. Okay. So considering continuous charge distribution on a volume, suppose the volume is divided in large numbers of small volume elements like this. Okay, having volume delta V. Suppose one such small volume element has position vector small r with respect to reference point O. Suppose volume charge density. We know that volume charge density means charge upon volume, rho, okay, equals to delta Q upon delta V, where delta Q is the charge inside this volume element. We know that this rho, okay, depends on position because distribution may be regular or irregular. In other words, uniform or non-uniform. Okay. So rho is function of position vector small r. From this, we can say delta Q equals to rho into delta Q. Okay. Consider a point P inside or outside of the distribution. I have considered outside. Okay. To have simple figure. Okay. Position vector of P from O is vector capital R. And from small surface element, the position vector is vector R dash. Unit vector towards vector R dash is R dash cap. I have considered here positive charge inside the volume. Okay. So positive will, if I put here a unit positive charge, it will experience repulsive force. So electric field will be in direction of R dash cap. Okay. So electric field produced by volume element at P, according to Coulomb's law, it is kq by r square. K means 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. In place of q, I have to write charge inside this, that is delta q, upon r dash square into this direction, that is r dash cap. Replacing value of delta q, it is rho into delta v. So 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught rho into delta v upon r dash square into r dash cap. Now this is electric field produced by a small volume element, but there are so many small volume elements are there. So in order to obtain the resultant electric field, I have to use principle of superposition. Okay. So from principle of superposition, total electric field produced at P will be equal to sigma of total volume. Okay. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon rho delta V upon r dash square into r dash cap. But I just told you that it may be possible that inside this small volume element also charge distribution may be non-uniform. So in order to have more precise value, we should consider delta V tends to 0, means as small as possible. In that case, this sigma will be converted into integration. So vector E will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught taken out because it is scalar. Okay. Rather it is constant. Okay. This is called volume integration. Okay. Rho delta V is converted into dV, r dash square into r dash cap. Bye.